you seen a more like relaxed follow this year?
I think it's a more, he has a comfort level, but an understanding of where we are as a team and the position that we put him in last year. A lot of it was for me to get to know Aaron and his abilities and how much of a load could he handle and could we put on him. And he answered a lot of questions and then came back as a better player than last year.
How much did you like the fight in your team, especially getting down 19 and it seems like they kind of, woke up a little bit. How much did you appreciate the fight last night?
Well, the fight and also along the lines, I think I would, the duality of the composure at the same time. For us to go into halftime, be down, continue to fight, make a few adjustments, and then be composed enough to kind of implement those adjustments and get the job done. So I think overall those things in combination were really good.
Is that a sign of growth in this team from last year to this year? Because you had a lot of those close games last year and it didn't go your way.
Yeah, and we talked about that kind of at the beginning of the year, is that as the year kind of unfolded that we wanted to win some of those close games that we didn't win last year. And a lot of times that's just experience being in those situations. I think at the end of the game last night, guys knew where we wanted the ball, where we wanted to get it to, and the results that we were looking for were a lot of times determined because we had been there before, done it before, just a little bit more composed and mature about the situation.
The schedule is such that you could have a few consecutive days of practice. What will that allow you and your staff to accomplish?
Well, we want to do two things. Hopefully get people back to feeling 100%. And, that's tough to do throughout the course of the year, the nicks and bangs up of just playing an everyday game. Aaron plays 40 minutes, and it's tough to have a practice the next day. So getting guys feeling better. And at the same time, hopefully that puts us in a position to play a little 5-on-5 and get guys incorporated and give them more as we go along.
How vocal was he last night in commanding the ball and demanding the ball? Was he pretty vocal last night?
I don't think vocal in the sense of demanding the basketball. I think his teammates were in tune of getting in the basketball and finding them, and I think more so anything than that was the situation.
So back to practice, how much of your offense is in right now, and how much will you be able to install in the couple weeks ahead?
I'd say 45% of our offense is in, maybe. And if I was to give you a percentage number-wise, we'll add some and use this time as this week approaches to clean up some things and give our guys more for sure, definitely.
What's on the agenda for today? Is it already looking towards Saturday?
Not yet. We'll take today and kind of talk about ourselves a little bit, clean up some things offensively and defensively that we saw in the game a little bit. More so anything today will be mental and just some just mental refreshers, and then tomorrow we'll start focusing on Dallas.
Jacque, how urgent was it for you guys last night? It seems like there was a sense of urgency. How needed was that game last night? It seems like the guys felt like, hey, we need this. We've lost 2 in a row. We got to have this.
Well, I think there was a sense of, first of all, it was today's game, which is the most important thing, and then it was we're at home, we're trying to protect our home court, and then it was at the end of the day, it was a competitive nature that we're getting beat by a team that played the night before, had 8 guys, and so what is our strategy? What is the mental focus, and where should we be at approaching this game? So I think overall that combination got us to a decent second half and finishing the game off.
The way the game went in terms of lineups, etc., allowed you to play Duran. I think that's his debut. How far along is he in terms of feeling comfortable just after not having a preseason or even an early regular season?
Well, I think, and that's the challenge of putting a guy back on the floor when he has extreme comfort level. I have not talked to him today, but the second shot that he shot, I think if his conditioning was completely underneath him, he maybe makes that shot. It was short, 3-pointer, open, left wing, and so that's the balance of the comfort level of a guy being in game situation, game speed, shooting game shots. But you can't replicate that in practice. And so it gave me a chance to put him in the game because they played small. And so we'll see how he feels today.
As a coach, when a player's hot like that, hits 8 threes, how easy does it make your job? Just, hey, make sure the ball finds him.
I mean, at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to put that little ball through the hoop, and it's amazing how many problems can be solved by that. Your transition D is better. You don't turn it over because you get a shot. You don't have to worry about rebounding because the ball goes through the hole. So a lot of things at the end of the day is predicated on the ball going through the hoop.